What's up, beautiful souls? Today, I want to first off acknowledge the energy of the reading and what I'm picking up on. It's a heavy one, it's a doozer, if you will. It's earth-shattering. And energy is intimate, and it's something I don't take lightly. So for you to allow me into your world, I honor that, and I thank you. And I'm just going to begin with kind of what I've received in download. I do want to say, if you are here and ready to watch this, then it tells me also that you are ready to move into a higher frequency, that of like a graduation of a better perception and a higher awareness of understanding why everything has led you to this point. Your presence, your willingness to hear this is a tell-all. And from soul to soul, I honor you in that, because the journey is not for the faint of heart. So I'm just going to tell you, bestie a bestie, brother a sister, sister a sister, brother, friend. I'm proud of you. Let me begin with the download, what I was getting, and then I've laid a tarot spread, and then we will go into an oracle card. But to begin with, as I sit in meditation, I just took some key notes, because this is very much energetic coming in. It is sitting at the bed, literally boiling with despair, anger, and regret. It is an energetic form taking that of almost like a tantrum in this frustration and wanting to throw things, right? Trying to... I literally hear, I can't believe I trusted them. Never again, never again, never again, never again. Someone has betrayed you. And what we know about betrayal, right? To be truly betrayed means that you've had to lay yourself vulnerably and transparent to somebody, for them to witness you in all of your rawness, if you will, and for them to use it against you. In fact, this may be, I literally heard, so maybe for somebody, like literally I bled through my fears that I otherwise would have withheld. With it, this is the regret. They use them against you. The deep, blood-curdling scream, whether this is external or internal, whether you're doing it in the privacy of your own home or else you're just doing it in your mind, it's hitting you to the core. And why betrayal is so hard? It's not ever really about the action of what somebody did, right? It's more of the energetic frequency, that this understanding of everything that we have come to know and to understand in our world, whether it's in this situation, with this relationship, with this person, what you thought to be true has literally collapsed beneath you, has been stripped from your stability, and has shattered into chaos. What's even more fear-driven with this, whether we've become conscious of it or not, is in betrayal. If you miscalculated, if you were so sure of this relationship, of this person, of the situationship, and you are so wrong, who's to say that your world as you know it is not a complete lie? It is a cognitive dissonance of bridging the world you once thought you knew to the world as it's being presented as it is. I've laid a tarot spread, but there is one thing I want to say as we begin and we go into this from me to you. Please know that everything that you thought you once knew, as we talk about that act of betrayal, it's really not the ending. What I can tell you is you are literally at the beginning of something beautiful. And again, if you're here, it's because you're ready to see that. We pull a tarot spread, and the underlining energy comes with the Knight of Wands. Now, I've studied this Knight of Wands for a minute. And the first thing that is so potent to me, and it feels like your energy. This knight, he plays polo. He's got energy. He's ready to conquer the game. But what stands out to me is the background. It's like he's in the middle of nowhere, a field. I'm not familiar with polo, but I imagine that there's a field, an actual field. This is like out in the wilderness. A fish out of water almost, it feels like. A lot of energy in a foreign landscape to that which of the game of life that you once knew. Maybe that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I feel that. But what's interesting, right? This is underlining energy. He's also all geared up. And what stands out to me is his helmet and his red shirt, which represents passion. The helmet, just to let you know, you are protected. You are divinely protected. God, your angels, your spirit guides, they've got you through this. But I can't help but feel like our underlining energy is that of you, a fish out of water, a player outside of the arena, feeling a lot of misplaced energy from a world you once were geared up, ready to charge through, to win, right? So at the oracle, the card that best represents you, the heart of the spread, it's beautiful, it's perfect, really, is the Lotus of Light, purity and awakening. What do we know about the lotus? What's the significance about a lotus? It cannot bloom without the mud. It is the purity and the awakening of your soul. What I found even more profound, more stunning to this was as I was going for what I found more. Let me tell you guys this. So I have different oracle cards if you guys can follow my readings, and I'll use different cards to do the card that best represents you at the heart of the spread. And I was led to these cards, and I was like, really? Because I just had got done with the download. It didn't feel very fitting, but they asked me to do it. Not only did this come out, but in it was another card from another deck that doesn't belong to anything I'm using, which I'm glad to find. I can put it back where it belongs. Was the Judgment card. The Great Awakening to that of your soul. What it represents and what it reminds me, especially when you undergo some kind of betrayal, like the mirror of somebody who hurts you so dramatically, right? The yin and the yang. That karmic tie reminding us why we came. Remembering who we are. Rising above the 3D static into the soul wisdom. It's a beautiful combination, if you ask me. Your crossing energies, though, comes with the Six of Swords. Again, I read this energy and the picture in itself. We have somebody, two people on a boat, crossing energy. These are the things that are pulling at your soul, and how do I go about this, and how do we heal? The lady at the front has her hands out wide. Free fall, surrender, trusting the journey. Meanwhile, there's a man in the back who has the oar, who directs the journey, navigates and controls where they go. Maybe that being the crossing energy. How much of this is a matter of controlling what you know and surrendering into the present, surrendering into what you know. At a spiritual level to guide you through this. The ability to sit in the pain and listen to the messages. When I try to tap into your energy, despite what I got, the cards that best represent it from your point of view, the way you're seeing it, it's a heavy burden. All the weight. It's a 10 of Wands. He's carrying logs. They're not sticks. They're logs. He's trudging. And it comes with the Knight of Swords in reverse. We just got it in this magnified vision of like the repeating thoughts, the entrapment, the cognitive dissonance, what you thought you knew versus what it is. Both these cards, their heads are tilted down, even upright. She's looking down. He's looking down. The weight of the world has got your head down. Tail spinning of the wrong that has been bestowed to you. Again, it is not a soft spot you're in. The energy is tumultuous. It is volatile. It is blood curdling to the core in every aspect of its right. So we ask Spirit from a higher point of view, because they always have a higher point of view. How do they see it? The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And the way I read this immediately is a few different ways, a few different folds, if you will. 10 of Pentacles in reverse is upright, it's the happy family, it's legacy, it's everything that has probably been stripped from underneath you. That you thought was solid, that you thought was real. But from Spirit's point of view, and the first thing, and I've got to be honest, like the way I heard this, when I went through my own, and not making it about my own, but I understand the energy. I understand the energy all too well. And putting my hands up to the air, excuse me, asking, what do I do now? What do I do now? For me, it was a potential fiance, a home, the family, everything I thought was a lie and was stripped from me. And I heard clear as day, celebrate. And at the time, I wasn't ready to hear that. At the time, I thought that was the most cruelest thing Spirit could say to me. In retrospect, what they're really saying is now you know the truth. The truth shall set you free. You celebrate. You are not building your life off a faulty, false narrative. And only stripping you and letting you see the truth can you create your actual 10 of Pentacles. It also has this feeling of the Tower moment, in that The foundation wasn't solid. It wasn't based off truth. It wasn't based off resolve. Spirit sees that. Spirit saying, take as you will, celebrate. Now you can build your true Ten of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. So we ask from spirits, Spirit, give us advice. How would you, the viewer, how do you go forward? There's so much energy here, and it came out with a lot of energy. So I'm going to try to break it down. 5 of Cups. Mourn. Go ahead and mourn. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to mourn what you thought you had, what's been spilled. But don't forget you have 2 cups still left. They're not all empty. They're not all shattered. They're not all gone. There's 2 full cups still there. Piece of advice, it's okay. It's okay to mourn what we thought we had. And I think I said it earlier, but it comes with a Chariot. And the thing that comes out here is the polarity, right? The black and white dog on this adventure. In your healing, and as it begins to progress, remembering who you are. I always say you can't remember who you are until you know who you're not. You feel so betrayed, you feel so hurt because there was an inversion of you that was revealed, a gift that you may not fully encapsulate or understand yet. But when you align these polarities, they work in your favor and can fast track you into your healing. But with that, don't expect your healing to come in conventional ways. It's the Hierophant in reverse. If you are looking outside of yourself for healing, it may be misleading you, the way other people have healed. Really, the true healing is going to be internal. It is going to rely on your higher self, your Holy Spirit, that of God, the divine, your archangels, your ascended masters, your spirit guides, all the support in the world. It's not from the external. You're not going to find, what I'm trying to say in short, the answers are not out here. It's the Hierophant, which is like the dogmatic way of how you do things. This is going to require you to come in and find the answers within, which will ultimately lead you to the graduation, the world, the brand new beginning. It's the full circumference. When I see the world, that is your ultimate graduation. That is the moment of peace, of bringing it all together. And there's one more energy that came out with it. The King of Wands, but he came on a side, which tells me the bridge between this to this. You have the power to have this be the most beautiful ending to your story, or the most beautiful beginning, the ending of something beautiful that's going to bring all circumference as you transition this. This King of Wands in reverse kind of reminds me as you channel your energy in the right direction and know where you're headed, bringing in all the dualities and the polarities that you've been facing from her, 5 of Cups and 5 of Cups, which represents him on the side, will also bring you in power, where you create the landscape, where you create your own victory of graduation, taking ownership of it all. When we take accountability, are we able to fully charge ahead? Because in our accountability, we recognize, I'm going to say this because Spirit has told me, like, it goes back to, and you may not be ready to hear it, but maybe you'll meditate on it. The same thing when Spirit told me celebrate, and I wasn't ready to hear about that. What is betrayal? but our own betrayal of our own self-navigation, our own intuition. When we really lean into those lessons, when we reflect back, when we saw those red flags, when our intuition said, don't go there, and we thought maybe we were being judgmental, maybe we thought we weren't being fair. We actually just betrayed our own navigation system. You bring that up, right? You'll never betray yourself again. There's no betrayal because you are the captain of your own ship. And you take ownership, you take full accountability and radical honesty. And that gives you the power of moving forward. Which brings us to our ultimate outcome. This is not about victory over the relationship, over the ex, over whoever did you wrong, or whatever circumstance, situation, or relationship is. Has nothing to do with that. The Six of Wands in reverse. But it's more about who you become. The Seven of Wands. In this card, there's logs that are blocking his destination, if you will. Seven of Wands represents boundaries. When you know yourself well enough, you can have boundaries. And when you stick to those boundaries, you don't allow anybody to overstep them. You keep intruders away from you. Moreover, as you come into this self-alignment and know where you're going, you come to recognize in that radical honesty the difference. You begin to learn and you discern the difference between sacrifice and compromise. A lot of people haven't learned that in a healthy relationship. You'll learn what you'll compromise on and what you'll never self-sacrifice yourself with ever again. Thus, there's a beautiful, beautiful ending to it all as you move through it. We will end with an oracle card. Calling in the love we are, the light that we are. Archangels, ascended masters, archangels, Holy Spirit, higher self, only that of the highest good. I have got my cards all raveled up. Look it down. I have messed up a shuffle somewhere. That's okay. They're oracle cards. They'll be fine. We'll figure it out. The idea of an oracle card is to any piece of advice from spirit that I may have missed. There's too much there. Or piece of advice that I may have missed, or something spirit wants to hear, or a message that you may need to hear. Here we go. Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked, excuse me, dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it is as if you've turned on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say, now it's not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You'll be glad you did. Love you. You are pure joy. And there's one more that fell out. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you're ultimately being protected, so better things can replace replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you. We love you. And you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to the source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. With love. Always protected. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for allowing me to tap into an energy, deliver a message. Know that I think you're brave. And trust the process. The graduation is really worth it. And until next time, please like, share, and drop a comment if you feel so called. Otherwise, until next time, I love you guys so much. Namaste.